everyone. This is Diane Zimmerman, the Powerful Biz Woman. Thank you so much for tuning into the Powerful Biz Chat Live. There we go. And I am Diane Zimmerman, the Powerful Biz Woman, your host. And I am so glad that you decided to tune in to the Ultimate Business Conversation with Mom, Diane Zimmerman, the Powerful Biz Woman, and grown woman, Alina Lopez Thomas. And today we have a very deep topic that I would like to discuss. Our topic is how to legally protect your business from going bankrupt. And when I talk about how to legally protect your business from going bankrupt, what I'm talking about, how to ensure that your business survives past the 5-year mark, whereas you don't have to close your business or you don't have any issues when it comes to your business where you are forced to close and you have no choice to close. So I'm going to give you 5 legal ways to protect your business. Now, let me advise you, I am just giving you information for educational purposes. What I want you to do is take this information and meet with a legal professional and attorney. And when I say meet with an attorney, I'm talking about a business law attorney who has experience working with entrepreneurs, who has experience working with small business owners, and who has a clear understanding of what your legal needs are at that moment. So I'm going to give you 5 tips that you can use to protect yourself as a business owner so that you can survive those 5 years. So today we're going to focus on how to stay in business beyond the 5-year mark. Because there are a lot of businesses that start out, but the sad thing is that they wind up closing because they were not legally protected. And when you are starting a business, you want to make sure that your business is sound. You want to make sure that you build your business on a strong legal and financial foundation. You don't want to just start a business and take clients and take money, start making money without making sure that your business is built on a strong legal and financial foundation. You just don't want to do that. You want to be in a position where you are able to sustain your business. You want to be in a position where if you get that one client who is not satisfied with your services, or God forbid, your products may have caused them bodily injury, like they may have been allergic because they didn't bother to tell you that they're allergic to peanuts, and the product that you create, one of the ingredients is peanuts, and they decide to sue you. So you want to make sure that you have all the legal processes in place. You want to create a strong legal foundation for your business. You want to put processes in place that will legally protect your business. So these 5 simple tips that I will be providing to you will actually give you the legal processes you need to create, to make sure that your business stays sound, and what I say, you stay in business past the 5 years, and you want to be smart about it when it comes to your business. You want to make sure that you are legally protected as a business owner, because a lot of people, entrepreneurs and business owners, for some reason are afraid to talk about the legal aspects of being in business. And I know that it's not glamorous. It's not as exciting as talking about how to attract the right clients, how to make your brand more visible, how to make money in your business. But it is very important. If you want to keep having customers come, you want to keep having clients come, you want to keep that revenue flowing in your business, you have to talk about the legal parts of being in business. You have to get down to the nitty-gritty and talk about why it is important for you to legally protect your business. And you need to not be afraid to talk about that. So the first tip that I want to give you is you want to make sure that you have an attorney on retainer. And you want to make sure that you get the right attorney. There are a lot of great business law attorneys who are out there, who are willing to help you with your business, who are willing to be on your business dream team and help your business grow, who are willing to help you build that strong legal foundation for your business. and who are ready to make sure that you stay out of legal trouble when it comes to your business. So the first thing you need to do is you need to put an attorney on retainer. If you can afford to go on cruises, to go on that all-inclusive trip to Mexico, to Jamaica, that money that you're going to spend on that trip can also be invested in your business and be used as retainer for your attorney. And attorneys do not charge a lot of money when it comes to representing you. The only time that an attorney charges a lot of money is when they have to defend you in court. That's the key. If you come to an attorney after the fact, after the client decides to sue you, or after that partnership goes awry, and you say, "Hey, I need your legal representation to to defend myself against this lawsuit, or to defend myself against this contract," that's when the attorney charges. That's when they cost a lot of money. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you go to an attorney before the problem happens, and you create a solution before the problem happens with the attorney, it doesn't cost that much. You can get a good attorney who's willing to be on retainer for you for like $5,000, $2,500. And there are a lot of attorneys out there who have payment plans for you, who have discounts when you come to them. Attorneys are your friend when you are a business owner. So I want to put that in the chat, that attorneys are your friends. And you need to stop being afraid of attorneys, because a lot of people are afraid to talk to an attorney. And I don't understand that concept where a lot of people are afraid. They only want to go to an attorney when they have a problem. But you should be more than willing to go to an attorney anytime. Attorneys can be your best friend when it comes to being a business, especially when you go to them in the beginning stages of your business. When you go to them to set up the legal processes you need, the legal systems you need to protect your business. That's what attorneys are for. They are here to help you set up legal processes to make sure that your business has longevity and sustainability. So you want to realize that attorneys' job is to help you set up your business and protect your business. I'm just writing a little note in here so people can have notes. So please forgive me. I'm trying to multitask, and that's another thing. You need to hire people to help you out. That's another thing when you're a business owner. Stop trying to do everything yourself. So attorney's job is to help you set up processes to legally protect your business, and you want that. You want to make sure that you have a good attorney on retainer. So attorneys are your friend, and they are there to help you set up processes to legally protect your business. So it's so important for you to have an attorney on retainer. So that's tip number one. So tip number one, I would like to put out there. So you want to have an attorney on retainer to help you with your legal needs when it comes to your business. So that's very important, that you want to make sure that you have an attorney on retainer. And when you pick an attorney, the best way to pick an attorney, I say, is get a referral from a business friend, like accountability partner, someone you have done business with, someone you may have did a partnership with, and they had their attorney draft up the partnership agreement. So you may want to get information from them. So you want to have an attorney on retainer to help with your legal needs in your business. And if you cannot afford an attorney, if you are a startup business and you say, well, I cannot afford an attorney, there's an alternative, which is Legal Shield. And Legal Shield is a good program to have for yourself because they have a slew of attorneys who will work with you. So Legal Shield is an option if you cannot afford your own attorney. So you may want to try Legal Shield. And when I say Legal Shield is good because they have a monthly program for business owners where you pay, I think it's less than $100 per month, and you have access to a slew of attorneys. And the wonderful thing about this is that these attorneys, Legal Shield has attorneys throughout the United States. So they are a good option if you cannot afford an attorney. And also with Legal Shield will, those attorneys, they may not charge you their normal fee. They may charge you a reduced fee. Like say, if they charge $300 an hour for them services, but if you're a member of Legal Shield, you may get like a 15-20% discount on their hourly rate. But it's very important for you to have an attorney on retainer, especially when you're starting your business, because you want to understand what are the legal ramifications of being in business, the type of business you want to do, the type of products and services you want to offer to individuals. So that's why it's important for you to go and consult with an attorney before you accept that first client. That's, I always advise clients that when they come to me and need assistance with setting up their business, that they consult with an attorney as well, because that is very important. And before you do any important transactions, regards like partnerships, if you plan to have a workshop, a conference, especially if you plan to have a conference at a venue, you want to talk to an attorney to make sure that everything is good. Before you sign any contract when it comes to your business, consult with an attorney. So attorney is good to have for consultation purposes. So you want to consult with attorneys concerning your business, especially if you have some major decisions that you have to make concerning your business. Like say, for example, you have your brand, you have your brand name. You want to consult with an attorney to learn how to protect that brand name. So that's why number one is you need to have an attorney of record for your business. Tip number two, and I think this is an important tip, meet with your attorney to get certain so this tip number two is very, very important. What you want to do is you want to have your attorney create a cover your assets notebook of legal documents that will protect your business. And when I talk about this, you want to meet with your attorney to draft up important documents that you plan to use in your business on a regular basis when conducting business with clients and other business owners. Like, for example, you want to create a general contract that can be used over and over again with your clients or customers. And with this general contract, you'll have a boilerplate one, just to draft one. And based on whatever the client's needs are, you can rewrite it, edit that contract to meet the needs of each of your clients, to meet each client's specific needs. And also you can do that with like partnership agreements as well, venture agreements, non-disclosure agreements, non-compete agreements. You want to have these type of documents at hand. That's why it's important for you to meet with an attorney so that you can create this notebook of legal documents. And what I call this notebook, I call it the cover your assets notebook. And the reason why I call it the cover your assets notebook is because when you have these documents, you have a contract. You always automatically will make sure that you sign a contract with each and every client. You will make sure that you do an engagement letter. And what an engagement letter does, it breaks down what services or products you will provide to that client. What are your responsibilities and what are their responsibility? An engagement letter basically breaks down what you are going to do, what each individual is going to do in a contract. And with an engagement letter, you always have an engagement letter during the process of your relationship with your collaborator, your partner, or your client. An engagement letter lets your client or lets your collaborator know the process, everything that's going on. What are you doing at this time? What are your responsibilities at this time? What is the client's or customers, the other party's responsibilities? So when you have an attorney, tip number 2 is meet with your attorney to draft up important documents that you plan to use in your business on a regular basis when conducting business with clients and other business owners. That includes client contracts, client engagement letters, non-disclosure agreements, non-compete agreements, any correspondent letters that you plan to use. And I call this notebook the Cover Your Assets notebook because you need that. So tip number 1 is make sure you have an attorney on retainer to meet your legal needs in your business. And if you say, well, I can't afford an attorney, Legal Shield is a good option. And Legal Shield has a great membership plan for entrepreneurs and small businesses. And it's always good to consult an attorney before making any major decisions concerning your business. And then tip number 2 is when you finally get that attorney, whether you are starting out or whether you are a business that's been around, you want to meet with your attorney to draft up important documents that you plan to use in your business on a regular basis, you know, when you're interacting with your clients or other business owners. And I call that the Cover Your Assets notebook. So you need to have your attorney draft this notebook for you. This notebook will be very important for you to have to protect yourself, because a lot of people are doing business, but they don't have any legal documents to protect themselves. They just, you know, handshake and that's fine, but they don't sign anything with the client. They don't, you know, have a contract with the client. They don't have engagement letters with the client, and they just do business. And then when something goes awry, they don't have any documentation to prove that they provided services for this client. So it's very important for you to create this binder, Cover Your Assets binder. And then tip number 3, which is very important, and a lot of businesses have failed to do this, is you need to protect your brand. You need to protect your business name. You need to protect, I call it your personal brand name or your alter ego, like Powerful Biz Woman. That is my brand. That is what I'm known as. And it has to be protected because anyone could come and take this Powerful Biz Woman and use it for themselves. So you need to trademark and copyright. The first important thing is trademark your brand. You got to make sure your business brand and your personal brand is protected. And that's when you come across, that's when you need a trademark attorney who has experience with trademark. And there are differences between different types. You have trademark for the state, but you want to get that federal trademark for your brand. So tip number 3 is trademark your brand. Make sure your business and personal brand is protected. You have to protect your brand. You have to protect it. And that's when a trademark attorney comes into play, because they will help you protect your brand. So you don't want to be doing business and you have created this wonderful brand and your customers have come to know you under this brand and you don't protect it. And then someone else can come and say, hey, she get a lot of customers. She got a lot of people. I'm going to take her brand. I wonder if her brand is trademarked. And people can check to see if your brand is trademarked. So you want to consult with an attorney to find out how you can trademark your brand. So attorney will help you with that. So you want to make sure you consult with an attorney. And they will tell you how you can trademark your brand. And another thing is an attorney will do the research for you to find out if this brand has already been trademarked. So to protect yourself. So an attorney will help you with protecting your brand through trademarking. They will do the research to see if someone else is using this brand. They will make sure that no one else has filed an application to trademark your brand. So you want to make sure that you are protecting your brand. So that's tip number 3. And also with tip number 3, if you have books, you created online courses, you need to copyright everything that you have created. So you need to copyright everything that you have created. And that includes your books, that includes your online courses, that includes any webinars that you have done. So trademark and copyright. So trademark that's when you're dealing with your brand, who you are known as, what is the title of your business. And copyright has to deal with all the products that you have created, like books, online courses, journals, anything that you have created to provide to your customers. You need to copyright that and protect it. And that's what an attorney does. That's why you need to have an attorney on retainer. Copyright everything. I'm just emphasizing this on Facebook. Because this is very important. And a lot of people do not want to talk about this. And I'm talking about your products. It's very important that you protect your products. You got to copyright those products. It's very important that you do that. And that's why I'm very passionate about this. That's why I think it's very important that this should be shared, because a lot of people don't want to talk about this. A lot of people don't want to talk about the legal parts. So you got to make sure that you copyright everything you have created for your business, and that includes your products. So let's review the tips that I would like to go over. Tip number 1 is have an attorney on retainer to help you with your legal needs in your business. And it doesn't cost a lot to have an attorney help you. Tip number 2, meet with your attorney to draft up important documents that you plan to use in your business on a regular basis when you interact with clients, customers, and other business owners and other businesses. And I call that the Cover Your Assets Notebook. And tip number 3, you need to trademark your brand. Make sure your business brand and personal brand is protected. You have to make sure that it is protected. And I can't say this again, protect your brand, because anybody can take your brand. And I have a story to share. You may have heard about this recently, where Prince Estate told Morris Day and the Time that they can no longer use their band name Morris Day and the Time, because Prince owned that brand. Prince trademarked that name. And so instead of Morris Day and the Time doing what they needed to do when Prince was alive, and maybe have a contract with him that they would share that trademark for that name, Prince trademarked it, but Morris Day and the Time didn't say, hey man, let's share this trademark together. So now they can no longer be known as Morris Day and the Time. And I hope they get in a good attorney that can help them get that right, to claim that right to use their name again. And that's why I'm talking about it's very important to protect your brand. An attorney will help you protect your brand through trademarking. So that's important. And another thing is you need to protect your products and services. Any books that you have written, any conferences, webinars, online courses that you have created, any journals, calendars, you need to copyright that stuff. Copyright everything you have created in your business, and that includes all of your products. Make sure you copyright everything. Make sure you copyright everything that you have and everything that you are doing. You have to copyright because it's very important to protect your brand, because you don't want anybody to just take all of your hard on work that you have created and use it for themselves. That's why it's very important to have an attorney so that you can copyright everything. Everything needs to be copyrighted. And then tip number 4, and this is very important as well, you need to create legal systems. An attorney will help you do that. You need to have legal systems in place to protect everything you have. That's very, very important. I cannot reiterate that anymore. You need to have your attorney help you put systems in place where you can build a strong legal foundation for your business. And that will help create a strong legal foundation for your business. So this is very important. So tip number 4 is, talk to your attorney. Have your attorney assist you with creating legal systems and processes that will create a strong legal foundation for your business. And when you have all of these barriers up to protect your business can deal with anything. If you have like liability insurance, and you make sure that your attorney leads you to the right insurance agent who gives you the right liability insurance. You have professional liability insurance. Your attorney will tell you why professional liability insurance is important. Your attorney will tell you, why you need this particular insurance, why you need this particular document when you're going to partner with this person, if you plan to do a partnership. So that's important. Have your attorney assist you with creating legal systems and processes that will create a strong legal foundation for your business. That's very important. So when you put all of these legal processes and systems in place, you have a strong foundation. And say if you are, you are a cosmetologist and you not only do hair, but you create products, like shampoo, conditioner, oils to, maintain your hair. And say you get that one customer who doesn't bother to tell you, oh, I'm allergic to peanuts, and your products have peanuts. If you have a form to fill out, like a client intake form, and you make sure you have a form that says allergies on there, but that customer didn't put her allergies down there, and you have a disclaimer that if you fail to let us know all of your allergies, like, you're allergic to peanuts, you're allergic to olive oil, and you use our products, you use my products, I'm letting you know that my products have olive oil and it has peanut ingredients. And you can put that disclaimer on your client intake form. And if that customer says, no, I'm not allergic to peanuts, but then they use your products and come to find out they are actually allergic to peanuts, you are protecting yourself. So if they decide to sue you, you can say, well, here's my client intake form. I had a disclaimer letting them know that my products mainly contain peanuts and olive oil. And I put on there that they have to let us know about allergies. This customer did not let us know about allergies. And if you have this documentation, that can be used as evidence in court where it can be in your favor, where maybe the judge will say, well, ma'am, she had this form and you filled it out and you didn't say you had any allergies. You put NA for allergies. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to dismiss your case. So that's why you want it. That's what I'm talking about. When you have an attorney, you are creating legal systems and processes, and having the right legal documents, that's creating the right processes. When you have all the legal documents that you need, that's creating legal systems and processes, and that will help you build a strong foundation for your business. And with this strong foundation, this client may have decided to sue you, but their case gets thrown out because you have this evidence to prove that, hey, she never bothered to tell me about her allergies. I let her know in the client intake form that my products includes peanuts. Some of my ingredients in my products are peanuts and olive oil, but she never said that she was allergic to olive oil. So that's why it's very important for you to have these processes in place to protect your business and build a strong foundation. And then the last and final tip is tip number 5. Consult with your attorney So tip number 5 is you want to incorporate your business. You want to make sure that your business, consult with attorney to determine what is the best legal business entity to incorporate your business as. You want to incorporate your business because you want to separate yourself from your business. You want to separate your personal assets from your business debts and liabilities. Because when you do sole proprietorship, when you're a sole proprietor and you're doing business as a sole proprietor, you are personally liable for any of the debts that may occur in your business. So you are responsible for your business debts and liabilities. So if a customer decides to sue you and they get a judgment against you and you're not incorporated, they can put a lien on your house, they can put a lien on your bank account, they can attach your personal assets. So that's why it's very important for you to make sure that you incorporate your business. And when you're starting your business, you may want to start out as an LLC. That's why it's important for you to consult with an attorney to determine if an LLC is right for you. But say you have a friend and y'all want to go into business together. You may not want to do the limited liability company. You may want to do a limited liability partnership to determine which partner will be the primary, who will be primary liable for the business's debts and liabilities. Or, it's different corporations. You may want to do an S Corp if you decide to have a board of directors. You may want to do a corporation if you're going to have a whole bunch of partners and a whole lot of people are going to be in business together. So you got to determine which legal entity is best for you. But when you incorporate your business, you are separating yourself and your personal assets from your business and the business assets. When you start your business, of course, you're going to use your personal assets to fund your business, but eventually you want to get to the point where you are not using your personal assets to fund your business, where the business is making money and it can fund itself. It can financially take care of itself. That's why it's important for you to incorporate as an LLC, limited liability company, limited partnership, a S Corp, a C Corp, corporation, incorporated. And that's when an attorney comes in play, because the attorney can tell you, based on how your business is doing at that time, which legal business entity is right for your business. So that's why it's very important for you to have an attorney of record. So let's do a recap of the 5 tips to make sure your business doesn't go bankrupt. The first tip is to have an attorney on retainer to help with your legal needs. It is time for you to stop thinking you don't need an attorney. You do need an attorney. You do need an attorney. I want you to take this information I gave you, write it down, and go consult with an attorney by the end of this week. And I want you to get an attorney and put them on your business dream team. I want you to save up money and have an attorney on retainer. And when I say an attorney, I'm not talking about a family law attorney. I'm not talking about a criminal law attorney. I'm talking about a business law attorney. Get with an attorney who has experience working with entrepreneurs, small business owners. And you may even want to get an attorney who may have experience working with, if you're a cosmetologist, get an attorney who has experience working with cosmetologists. If you're a business coach, get an attorney who has experience working with a business coach. And the best referrals are from other business owners. So reach out to your business friends, reach out to your business partners and say, hey, I need an attorney. Who is your attorney? And put that attorney on retainer. It's cheaper to get an attorney before you get sued. Let me say that again. It's cheaper to get an attorney before you get sued. And I'm going to put that in the chat box. Cheaper to get an attorney before you get sued. Because a lot of people wait until they are in legal trouble to get an attorney. So it is cheaper to get an attorney before you get sued. I have to rewrite it because I had some mistakes. Sorry about this, but I'm really passionate about this. And I said, I don't care if one person listens. If I can reach that one person, I do not care, So let me say this again. Cheaper to get an attorney before you get sued. You want to have that attorney on retainer. So if you get that lawsuit from that disgruntled employee, or disgruntled client or customer, you have your attorney on retainer and they'll know how to deal with that situation. Or say, for example, you have trademarked your brand and you find somebody has copied your brand and they're using their brand to make money off of it, and you have trademarked your brand and you have the attorney who helped you with that. That attorney can send that individual a cease and desist order saying, you better stop using my client's brand or you will be threatened to be sued. So that's why it's cheaper to get an attorney before you get sued. So that's tip number one. Keep that attorney on retainer. And if you say, well, Danya, I can't afford an attorney, an option is Legal Shield. Legal Shield has a good program for business owners, and it's less than $100 a month. And they have attorneys all across the United States that can assist you. And the wonderful thing about being a Legal Shield customer is that you get good quality attorneys. And, from what I understand, if an attorney normally charges $300 for their retainer, if you're a Legal Shield customer and they're a Legal Shield attorney, you may only have to pay $200 an hour. I'm just giving an example, but make sure you consult. If you can't afford an attorney on retainer, next option is Legal Shield. And another important thing, the reason why you want to have an attorney is you want to consult with an attorney before making any major decisions concerning your business. You want to talk to your attorney to say, I have this individual who wants to do a joint venture with me. I want you to look at this joint venture agreement to see if it benefits me in my business. And that attorney will look it over and see if it benefits you. They will give you the pros and cons from a legal standpoint, why you should do this, agree to this joint venture, or why you shouldn't agree to it. And tip number 2 is, this is very important too. Meet with your attorney to draft up important documents that you plan to use in your business on a regular basis. You should have a general contract that you have your clients or customers sign before you agree to provide them with products or services, or before you take their money. You should always do engagement letters with your customers or clients. And with an engagement letter, you let them know what is going on in the process. Hey, you told me you wanted this done. These are the steps that we have already taken. And here's some suggestions. That's what an engagement letter is. It keeps your client or customer up to date as to what is going on with the services that you agreed to provide to them. And also, you want to make sure you have non-compete agreements, especially if you're doing joint ventures with somebody. You want to have a non-disclosure agreement, especially if you hire a virtual assistant or you hire someone to do photographs for you. You want to have these agreements in place. And I call this notebook Cover Your Assets Notebook. And with the Cover Your Assets Notebook, you have all the general legal documents that you need so that whenever you meet with a client, you can say, okay, here's the contract. And you can change that contract. It's just a boilerplate. Change that contract to meet the needs of each and every one of your customers. So you have this, and your attorney will create this for you. So you want to have your attorney create a Cover Your Assets notebook for you. Tip number 3 is you need to trademark your brand. You are doing business out here. You are known as the Superwoman, or I'm known as the Powerful Biz Woman. That's my brand. And I have to make sure it's protected. That's why you have to trademark your brand. Trademark your business brand and your personal brand so no one can steal that from you. That's very important. That's why it's very important for you to have an attorney of record. And you need to make sure that your brand is protected. I cannot say this anymore, especially what happened with Moore's Day in the Times. You have worked hard for this brand, and then someone can tell you, oh, you can't use that name. Trademark your brand. You can't use that name anymore. That's crazy. You need to make sure that your brand is protected so you can use it. Because if you don't have it trademarked, someone can come and take everything you work hard for, trademark it themselves, and take it from you. That's why it's important to have an attorney, because an attorney can explain all of these legal ramifications of not building your business on a strong legal and financial foundation. This is just for educational purposes. I'm trying to teach you what I learned as a business owner, the mistakes that I made. I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made when I had my own law practice. It was a lesson, a hard lesson learned. So if you don't take anything else from me, get you an attorney. And like I said, cheaper to get an attorney before you get sued. Cheaper to have an attorney before someone else takes your brand from you. So you want to make sure that you trademark your brand. Trademark whatever name you use. Powerful Biz Woman, have to trademark that. Bankrupt Proof Your Biz, have to trademark that. Now, some stuff you can't trademark, like Cover Your Assets, that may not be trademarked because that's like a general term that is used by a lot of people. But if you twist it and use it a certain way, like what I use it for is with dollar signs, you might be able to trademark that, but you need to consult with an attorney to make sure you can. But it's very important for you to trademark your business brand and your personal brand. And if you're doing business, trust and believe that a lot of a lot of actors out there, like Beyonce, her name is trademarked. Jay-Z's name is trademarked. Beyonce tried to get Blue Ivy's name trademarked, but she was unable to because I think there was a company that was known as Blue Ivy also, and they already had it trademarked. So when you're out there and you're being a business coach, you're being a speaker, you need to protect your brand. It's very important for you to protect your brand and stop playing around with everything you worked hard for, because someone can just come and take it away from you. Like, look at Moore's Day in the Time. They have been known as Moore's Day in the Time. This is their bread and butter. And then Prince of State is like, no, you can no longer use the Moore's Day in the Time name. But I believe that they'll be able to solve this. Moore's Day in the Time will get the right attorney and they will be able to use their name. But the problem is they're going to have to pay a lot of money to be able to use that name. And the important thing is an attorney will help you with protecting your brand through trademarking. And then tip number 3, trademarking deals with your brand, your name, what you're known as. But Another tip that goes with tip number 3 is copyright everything you have created in your business. Copyright all of your products. If you have written books, make sure those books are copyrighted. If you have created journals, make sure those journals are copyrighted. You know, anything you create that you sell or give to your customers, to your audience, make sure you have it copyright. Even your podcast need to be copyrighted. YouTube needs to be copyrighted. Whatever you are creating to have your brand stand out, it needs to be copyrighted. And that's why you need to have an attorney on retainer. And you need to copyright everything you have created for your business. And that's your products, your service packages, anything you create that you want to give to your audience, to your customers, needs to be copyrighted. And then tip number 4, have your attorney assist you with creating legal systems and processes that will create a strong legal foundation for your business. And that's when we're talking about trademarking your brand, copywriting all of your products and service packages. That's where these systems come into place. You know, creating that cover your assets notebook that has all the legal documents you need when it comes to doing business with customers, doing business with other, entrepreneurs or small businesses. So that's when you create those legal system and processes in place. So you have a strong legal foundation. So if that customer, like I gave the example, you're cosmetologist, you create products and services for people to maintain their hair, like shampoos, conditioners, oils. And you have your attorney tells you need to fill out a client intake form so you'll know if some of your customers have any allergies. Because I see that in your product, some of the ingredients is olive oil and peanuts. So you have this client intake form, and then your attorney puts a disclaimer on it that says that we have asked you about any allergies you may have, because I have some of my ingredients includes peanuts and olive oil, and you may be allergic to peanuts or you may be allergic to olive oil. So please let us know about your allergies. So say you get that one customer who forgets to put down or says NA for allergies, and she uses your shampoo and she knows she's allergic to peanuts, and she uses your shampoo, and then all of a sudden she breaks out and she decides to sue you because she finds out that one of the ingredients to your shampoo, it may be peanuts or olive oil. She may be allergic to olive oil. You have that client intake form. So if she decides to sue you, you have evidence. This is my client intake form. I had the disclaimer that they have to let us know any of their allergies, and I put on there that some of the ingredients in my products will have peanuts or olive oil in it. So that's your defense. And that's what you're doing. You're putting legal system and processes in place by having this client intake form, and you built the legal foundation for your business, a strong legal foundation. So when this client decides to sue you, your attorney can easily protect you, and it will cost you less money to defend yourself. So that's tip number 4. And then tip number 5 is consult with an attorney to determine what is the best legal business entity to incorporate your business as. It's okay to be a sole proprietor for the first 5 years. I say maybe the first 2 years. But after the first 2 years and you're making money, you're bringing in steady revenue, constant clients, steady customers and clients, it's time for you to incorporate. Because if you do not incorporate and you are sued and something happens legally to your business, you are personally liable for the business debt and liabilities. So if you incorporate yourself, you can kind of put a shield. It doesn't completely protect you. That's why it's important to have an attorney, because an attorney will explain to you what a LLC can do and cannot do to protect you legally, what a S Corp can do and cannot do to protect you legally, what a C Corp can do and cannot do to protect you legally. That's why it's very important. So the one thing I want you to leave today, and keep this in mind and remember this: cheaper to get an attorney before you're sued. I want you to keep that in mind when you say, well, I cannot afford an attorney. Remember, it's cheaper to get an attorney before you get sued. So an attorney will help you create those legal systems and processes to protect your business. They will help you create that cover your asset notebook of legal documents that you will use when you interact with customers and other businesses or entrepreneurs. They will help you incorporate your business. They will help you trademark your brand. They will help you to copyright all of your products and service packages. And they will help you build that strong legal and financial foundation. So I hope you take what I have given you, take these notes and go consult with an attorney. The assignment that I'm going to give you this week is to meet with an attorney, a business law attorney. Meet with an attorney and ask them to critique your business to see how strong your legal foundation is, where are your weak points, and where would you need help in to protect your business, to make sure that your legal foundation is strong. And I want to thank you so much for being here today with me, because I am very passionate about this topic, because a lot of people don't want to talk about the legal aspects of being in business. And if you are a business owner and you would like a Bankrupt Proof Your Biz checkup, 20-minute consultation, go to www.ultimatebizconference.com. Contact us at bit.ly/UBC Connect to set up your 20-minute biz checkup. And what we will do is we will meet with you and see where your weak points are when it comes to the legal foundation of your business. And then what we'll do is we'll connect you with some of the attorneys we know. We'll refer you to them so they can help you with those weak points and make them strong points in your legal foundation of your business. And if you want to stay up to date with the happenings of the UBC team, subscribe to our website. All you got to do is go to www.ultimatebizconference.com and hit the subscribe button and sign up for our monthly blog. And I'm excited. And I also want you to check out some of our products that we have. We have the Bankrupt Proof Your Biz box, and that will help you get moving and motivated to, create a strong legal foundation for your business. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and let you see our biz, what we have to offer to people. Okay, so here it is. This is the Ultimate Bankrupt Proof Your Biz box. And with this biz box, we include some legal documents that we have gotten from attorney friends. And it includes all of this right here. It's in the biz box. You get a copy of the UBC 2021 Bankrupt Proof Your Biz conference recordings, day 1 and day 2. And you get the Bankrupt Proof Your Biz business plan workbook. You get the ebook, 10 Essential Steps to Bankrupt Proof Your Biz. You get the positive mindset. And you also get this, how to keep going when you feel like quitting. And we also give this out to anyone who has subscribed. So if you subscribe, all you have to do is send an email to us. And let me put this in there to say you subscribe. If you have subscribed, send an email. And we'll send you that complimentary gift that I told you of not giving up for subscribing to our blog and our website. So here's where, once you subscribe, send an email to us at info@ultimatebizconference.com, and we will send you this complimentary gift right here. So let me show it to you again. It's this, how to keep going when you feel like quitting. So we'll send that to anyone who subscribes to our website. So we'll definitely send that to you, to anyone who subscribes to our website. All you have to do is send an email to info@ultimatebizconference.com and say, I subscribe and I would like my complimentary gift. That's all you have to say. and you just send an email to say you have subscribed. And also, the Bankrupt Proof Your Biz box, we are really going to start advertising that, because that includes everything that you need when it comes to building your business on a strong legal and financial foundation. So if you want to know more about that, you just got to go and shop. This is where you go to shop. If you want to know, have our new products, just go to, Bentley UBC shop to check out our products. And everything that is included, that will be in the Bankrupt Proof Your Biz box. And also, we're going to have legal documents like sample contracts from attorneys, sample non-disclosure agreements, stuff like that, to start cover your assets notebook. And I want to thank you so much again for tuning into the Ultimate Business Conversation. And I hope that this was beneficial to you. And I hope you take these notes. And your homework assignment is to go and consult with an attorney by the end of next week. And I want you to come back and join us and let us know how everything went. So I want to thank you so much for tuning into the Ultimate Business Conversation with the Powerful Biz Woman. That's me, Danya Zimmerman. And I hope you have a lovely evening. Enjoy your weekend, and happy hump day. Sorry about that. Thank you for tuning in.